Hey guys, it's Cory Mayo with Oceans Atlantic Sotheby's, and today I'm doing an updated driving tour on one of our most popular communities, Governors, located right here on Gills Neck Road in Lewes, Delaware. So this is a Shell Brothers community that has been doing fantastic. The last time I did a video here, it was more towards the winter time, so I wanted to give you an update to see what the community looks like when it's in season. So with everything in bloom, and obviously more so the changes that have come from this community since we last were here, as far as from a building standpoint, and how far the progress has been going. So let's set in and check everything out. Alright, so as we pull in, first you notice obviously the beautiful monuments on the other sides, and now we see great flowers and landscaping as we enter, versus in the winter time there wasn't much there because it was cold. Beautiful crepe myrtles throughout, nicely landscaped, curbed and sidewalked. I'm gonna, I'll go over this again. I know you hear it a million times if you've watched my other videos, but the curbed and sidewalked is a big deal. It allows us to control the stormwater runoff when there is rainwater in the community. We do that two ways. We either do it through curbs that direct the water to the drain, or we do it with swales, which is a ditch in the front yard. The water runs from the road into the ditch, down into the water retention ponds, or it runs to the curbs, into the storm drains, and then to the water retention ponds. So curbs obviously look much nicer. And it gives us the ability to have a sidewalk where the swales would be located. So it's nice to have that from a safety standpoint, and from an aesthetic standpoint, it looks much nicer as well. This community, Shell Brothers is the builder in this community. JLAM is the developer in this community. So they have just recently opened up their amenities, which we'll drive by in a couple minutes, which are fantastic. They have this really awesome big kids splash park zone. They have a lazy river, bars, and the clubhouse itself is fantastic. So really nice from that standpoint. The homes that are offered in here are Shell Brothers Coastal Cottage series. So when you're looking on their websites, the homes that have the flower names, that's the easiest way to kind of tell. That's their Coastal Cottage series. Tends to be a little bit more on the narrower side and a little bit deeper compared to their Courtyard series, which tends to be much wider of a home. Now, it doesn't mean that the Coastal Cottage series cannot have a courtyard. So, for example, this home to the right does have a courtyard on the back of the home. It just is how they name their series of homes. So in here we have available single family homes, which would be the Courtyard series or the Coastal Cottage series, and then there's also a section of townhomes that is in this community as well, which we will check out in a second. Straight ahead of us, you're going to start to notice off to the right a big bucket in the air. That is actually part of the kids splash zone, so that fills with water and eventually will tip over, dumping tons of gallons of water on the kids. So really fun. You'll see off to the right, hopefully right about now, the kids splash zone is like a mini water park there, which is just awesome. I mean, you can't get much better than that. Also, a playground top lot area here for the kids as well, and then the pool. And this is the back side of the clubhouse itself. Obviously, access to it is from this area as well as the front of it, as the front of the community center as well. In here, availabilities for homes. So we have seen a couple resales come up on the market, but the majority of homes in here are going to be on the new construction side. Again, Shell Brothers is the only builder in here. There are available lots. So for example, these lots right here are currently available for purchase, but they are selling fairly quickly. Shell Brothers, because of everything that we've been dealing with in the building industry, as far as increase of cost of goods for windows and doors and wood and everything, they have reduced the number of sales per month to help make sure that they can increase and maintain their level of customer service, versus just trying to sell as much as they can and if the customer sacrifices, it sacrifices. That's not the direction that they're looking to go. So they have reduced the number of sales per either per week or per month, which allows to kind of keep the steady flow of service on all ends. So starting from the sales side all the way through to the closing side, to make sure that they're not being, people aren't being bombarded with trying to get through as quickly as they can. They can control the speed in which things are being done. So very smart. Obviously, they may not, take advantage of all the money that they could, but I think that to them it means their client experience and customer service means a lot to them. They also are looking farther into the future as far as this will slow down, and the smart builders will be left with a great name, and the ones that were being greedy might be having a little bit more of a difficult time. So it's great to see someone who's offering communities of this caliber are also looking at more than just the money, and looking at making sure that their clients are being taken care of as well. Ahead of us here are all of the townhomes. Off to the right is our amenities. We have a little circle here that we'll go through. Some pickleball courts here. The mailboxes for the community. And off to the left are our townhomes. So we'll take a quick drive through those townhome sections so you can get a feel for what that section looks like as well. Interesting fact that not a lot of people are aware of, Shell Brothers is one of the few builders down here that will actually give you the option of having colored paint applied to your walls when you move in. They do a lot of testing on the home site prior to building to help reduce shifting in the home, so they feel confident enough that they can actually apply color to the walls. It is an additional cost, but I believe it's up to 5 colors that you can choose for different zones throughout the house. So the majority of builders want you to go with white paint, and then after a year and the house is settled and cracked, they do repairs, and then you can apply color with a third-party painter, which is fine, but A, you spend a year to where you haven't been able to enjoy the house necessarily the way that you want to. B, you've already moved in all of your furniture, so now you have to move all your furniture. So it's nice to be able to move right into a house that has the colors that you like, and be able to enjoy it right from the get-go. So I guess it kind of boils down to that quality and making sure that things are done the way that they should be done. And since they feel as though that they take those steps, I have a lot of clients who have built with Shell Brothers that choose the paint packages. They would agree with that statement. So it's nice to be able to, again, have a home that's built the way it should be, and to the point that you can even move in with color if you decide to go that route. But not a lot of people are aware of that, so I figured I'd bring that up. So that, again, we did a little loop there through the townhomes here. Overall, that should give you a pretty good feel as to what the community looks like here in season. So if you have any questions about governors at all, you can feel free to give me a call at 302-466-5511. You can also email me at Cory, Cory, at coastallifede.com. Again, my name is Cory Mayo. I'm a licensed realtor with Oceans Atlantic Sotheby's located right here in coastal Delaware, and I specialize in coastal Delaware real estate, new construction, and client relocation. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.